Welcome to the channel. An advance Merry Christmas to you all. Before we begin, tell me something honestly. How is your Christmas preparation going so far? Decorations done, gifts planned, or stress already knocking? Let me know in the comments. Now, listen carefully, because tonight's story begins where respect ends. I was stirring my coffee when she asked it. A voice, soft, familiar, yet foreign in its timing. "Why are you so cold lately?" I looked up. She had that slight smile she always thought was disarming. Her cup trembled in her hand. A drip of coffee caught the light. I said, "Practicing? For when you're gone." She froze. Coffee slipped, spilled, a stain spreading across the countertop like a warning. I watched, silent, letting the weight of my words sink into the spaces between us. She didn't understand. Not yet. For months, she'd been out almost every night. Every night. Excuses, laughter she said she shared with friends, whispers I pretended not to hear. A life outside ours, neatly hidden behind polite lies. I knew something was off. I just didn't know the extent. It started with small things. Phone left face down. A message deleted too quickly. Lipstick I hadn't bought. I denied it to myself at first. I clung to hope, a fool's hope. Then, late one night, I saw her smile at a text. Not the way she smiled at me. Something sharp snapped inside. I began watching, quietly, calmly. Her laughter at the door I couldn't hear. Her car leaving at midnight. Returning at dawn. Everything accounted for, nothing unrecorded. I didn't confront, not yet. The storm inside me was careful, measured, patient. I bought a DNA kit. Subtle, anonymous. I traced phone numbers, cross-checked addresses, verified every small detail she thought she had hidden. Each confirmation tightened the cage of certainty around my chest. She thought I was oblivious. I let her think that. I learned her patterns, her lies. I learned that betrayal wears its own mask, but it always slips. One word, one gesture, one careless glance. I memorized each slip, each heartbeat away from me. And then it came, the proof. I held it in my hand and felt nothing but cold clarity. All the pieces fell into place. The texts, the dates, the fingerprints of deception. The knowledge didn't burn. It settled, like ice. I waited until morning. She poured herself coffee, still smiling, still unaware. I slid the papers across the table. DNA report, call logs, the trail of her secrets. She looked at them, blinked. A pause. Then the first tremor of fear. I cut her off with the calmest voice I could summon. "I've been practicing," I said. Her eyes widened. The first crack. Panic. The mask fell. Everything she'd thought hidden was in my hands. She couldn't run. Couldn't deny. Her world narrowed to the white. Sheets of paper. And the man who'd always been watching. I watched the color drain from her face. Measured. Precise. Then I made my move. Quiet. Surgical. A call to our lawyer. A simple sentence. "Please see her immediately. She needs to understand the situation." I watched the phone buzz in her hand. She didn't even need to ask. She knew. The moment she realized the magnitude, the panic took over. She looked at me, searching for some flicker of the man she had thought she could manipulate. I gave her nothing. No anger, no tears. Only the stillness of a man who had already calculated every outcome. She faltered. I stood firm. Every lie she had told, every night spent away, every stolen moment, it all culminated in this exact second. And I held the power. When she left the room, phone in hand, lawyer on the line, I remained behind. The house was quiet, empty, save for the echo of her footsteps. I sat at the table, coffee untouched. I let the calm settle over me like a mantle. No forgiveness, no pleading, just clarity. The knowledge that I had seen, understood, and acted. She had thought she could fracture me. She had thought I would break. But I had prepared. Every night she was gone, I trained myself. Not to react, not to rage. To be ready. Ready to see the truth. Ready to let it unfold. Ready to walk away intact while she crumbled. I poured myself a fresh cup. The coffee was still hot, bitter, clean. I sipped slowly. She would not return to me the same. I would not return to her the same. And in that silence, I finally understood. I was free. Not because I forgave, not because I loved, but because I had control. And control is colder than love, sharper than revenge, and lasts far longer.